How often should you text your girlfriend slash partner?
Well, as I talk about in 3% Man, if you've been dating a girl for a while and you're in a serious relationship, I mean, typically women are, their feminine energy is bonding, connecting, opening up to receive love, relationships, dating, labels, family, all of the nesting together, all of those things. And what's going to happen most of the time is if you're 6, 8 weeks in and you're serious, you're typically going to be at her house at night or she's going to be at yours. She's texting you a couple times during the day or maybe calling you when she knows when you get out of your afternoon meetings or whatever it happens to be. And so in that case, there's really no reason to have to reach out to her. I mean, if the girl's text, my experience has always been is the women text and call throughout the day. They always do that. And if you never call or text, you might get a, hey, how come you never call or text me? I'm always contacting you. It's like, babe, I love seeing your name pop up in the phone. And I'll come back with something funny and humorous because the reality is women like you more if they have to call and text you more. Now, if they start complaining about it, because some of them will, then maybe once a week you surprise her with a text. And then next week it might be a phone call. Another week, you might write her a little note and tape it to the visor in her car and says, I love you, I'm thinking about you, have a great day, babe. Put it in her purse, maybe you write her a little card. The point being is her complaining that you're not texting or reaching out is her way of saying, I want to feel like you care about me. And so you take the feedback, but you do it in your own mysterious way. So she's like, I don't know what he's going to do. She goes home and she's looking under her pillow. She's like, where did he hide it? I know he left me a note somewhere. Because you do things and it's just that's part of the fun of romance and relationships. And the reality is when you're in a serious relationship and you're going to pretty much be together and in contact throughout the day and you're going to see each other at night and it's counterproductive because what guys will notice is if they start calling and texting more and initiating more, the woman backs off and she initiates less. And then what happens is the responses get shorter. She takes longer to reply. And then when you want to get together for a date or to do something, you notice she's not as excited about it as she was before. The reality is, it's a scientific fact that women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. They like it when they have to reach out to you more. I didn't make them that way. It's just the way you guys are. If it's 50-50, when I'm doing phone sessions with guys, and I was like, okay, what percentage are you contacting her first versus her contacting you first? And they go, oh, it's about 50-50. I always say to them, I was like, when I hear that, I know at some point you got friend zone. And they laugh and they go, well, I'm going to get to that. And it's too much. They become like roommates. Happens in gay relationships, happens in lesbian relationships, and obviously heterosexual relationships. The feminine person, the feminine essence should be doing most, if not all, of the pursuing. When you're in a relationship, it doesn't start that way in the beginning. In the beginning, the guy starts the ball rolling. He gets her number, he asks her out on a date, and if he just calls and takes her out once per week and things are good, typically by the second or third date, she's going to sleep with him. That's just typically what happens. And then after that, you start getting phone calls or texts or funny memes or different things coming through messaging apps. And then you use those as opportunities to get together again. And as the weeks go by, what happens is you start out just seeing each other once a week. And then by week 6, week 7, if you follow what's in the book, typically she's going to be in love and want to know where this is going and bring up the relationship topic. And then it's her idea. It's not like in the movies where you got to lock her down or else some dude's going to steal her. You do that and you're going to get, I'm not ready for a relationship. I'm not able to be at this place in my life. You'll get excuses instead of her being excited to lock you down. And what's interesting is in the old movies, when you go back to black and white movies 50, 60, 70 years ago, that's the way it always was. The women were always trying to get the best, most eligible bachelors to marry them and live happily ever after and have babies.
Oh, remember I made Erica watch Gone with the Wind, and she was talking about Ashley. But he was not available, but he was the most eligible bachelor, but he married his cousin, his second cousin. So he was no longer available, but she still yearned for him. and turned down everybody else. Pretty much, she wasn't like emotionally there because her heart was already with someone else. It was sad.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The same guys that would, in a way, prefer if the girl texts them first are also the same guys that if we do text first or if we do communicate with them throughout the day, they always take it as us being clingy.
Yeah,
so
or
that
annoying.
makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, so it's not that the girl is being clingy. It's just that because if you reach out to in your case, you reach out to your boyfriend, you're like, hey, babe, how's your day going? I'm thinking about you. And he's like, you're so needy. You're so clingy. It's like, that's not what you want to hear. You want to be, hey, babe, I love seeing your name light up in my phone. I love when you send me those little voice messages randomly. It always brightens my day. You want to be excited to hear from her, and you should never take it for granted, because if you respond that way, then yeah, she gonna call or text your ass anymore. You can't be a dick about it. It's being sweet. And so when she does reach out, you're like, yes, I'm so glad to hear from you, sweetheart. And then she's gonna keep doing it. But if you're like, you're needy, and you're an ass to her, then she's not gonna want to be around you or talk to you. And then she's gonna call and text you less and be less available.
And then she's going to find someone else.
But there are girls that are needy, and they're not reaching out because they just want to say hi. They're reaching out because they're worried he doesn't like me anymore. Is he dating somebody else? Did he meet somebody else? That is annoying and obnoxious. And then you should have a conversation with her. You say, babe, I love hearing from you. But there are times when you reach out to me, it's not because you miss me and you want to say hi. You're worried that I'm doing something that I shouldn't be, or that the girls that I work with are hitting on me, or that I'm going to happy hour with them, or I'm going out with my single friends and one of my single friends just sleeps with everybody, and you're worried that I'm going to be like him because he's one of my friends. Those instances, yeah, it is annoying. That is needy, and that is her issue she needs to deal with, especially if she's constantly thinking that you're doing something wrong. So when she reaches out, you should be excited, because feminine energy grows through praise. So whatever you praise your girl that she does that you like, she's going to do more of it. And if you praise her for reaching out, she'll reach out and she'll be even sweeter and she'll put more thought into it. And if you're a dick to her, then she's going to back off. So you can't be a dick to your girl.
Yeah, I feel like
Be nice. Be kind. Dangerous, but kind.
I feel like you can know, like, if someone's is crazy or actually like needy. But if this is our way of saying, hey, like, you're not texting often or whatever, like, we are trying to communicate in a way, like, we're trying to communicate that, this is something that you should, improve on. Again, it's not us being needy. Like, you would know if someone's being very, like, if someone's not giving you your space, you would definitely know. But it just, like I said, it really doesn't make sense. And like Corey said, like, don't be an ass about it.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to talk. So usually when I text my boyfriend.
No way.
So he's like, honey, I'm working. I love you, but I can't answer you right now. And my phone keeps going off in my pocket and it's aggravating me.
That's
So
awesome.
please.
Perfect. Good job, Pete.
Simple communication. It really goes a long way.
Yeah. So.
And a lot of people don't, like, I feel that a lot of people underestimate the power of communication. Something so simple, yet people complicate it for absolutely no reason. So if you tell her, hey, like, I'm stuck at work, or hey, like, I'm gonna go out with my friends, trust me, we'll be at ease. We will definitely be at ease.
Depends on what friends you're going with. Are
mean,
these
that is true.
the troublemaker friends, or which ones are these? Are these the single friends? No.
The single girlfriends with the high body count. They're always going home with a different dude every weekend.
Yeah. No. I used to like call, like, because didn't know these friends, because some of everybody has a couple friends that get a little too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So my boyfriend, I had to tell him, like, I'm not worried that you're hanging out with them. I'm not jealous. I just want you to be okay. So, and then also I'm like, you gotta take the dogs out to it. But if it's like 2 a.m, I'm like, okay, come on, bring it back this way, come back home.
Reel it back in, babe. Reel it back in.
Frank the tank.
Bring it home.
Frank the tank. But I mean, sometimes it's
last call.
Yeah,
Time to come home, babe.
that's a part of like my
Girl's got
insecurities.
needs.
So
I need
I
a
mean,
proper seeing to before I go to sleep tonight. I need my
oh my
beauty
gosh.
rest.
But anyways, so sometimes that's how I feel about it anyways.
And it's not really necessarily insecurity. You're just looking out for them because you care.
Yeah.
You know.
But sometimes I feel like in the back of my brain, I'm like, there's always, but more or less,
Always voices going on. In
yeah.
It happens. It happens.
They're sweet.
Not like that.
The sweet ones.
It definitely happens, and I get Jade on that. But once
I hear
you
voices in my
once you
head.
show us otherwise, that kind of stuff, we get over it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you definitely
do get over it.
You
I'm not
definitely do
worried
get
unless
over
they
it.
give me a reason to be worried. And if they
Exactly.
give me a reason to be worried, then the clock's ticking for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of time before I'm like, peace.
Like literally show
Peace,
us,
bro.
show us that we have absolutely nothing to worry about, and trust me, we will not be on your ass about things constantly. Like,
But if
don't
there's
take-
something to be worried about, then
You shouldn't be
his
with that
time is
person.
literally
Yeah.
like
yeah,
the bomb that's going to be bye.
no,
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
I'm going to literally drop him.
You don't want to
No,
stay
exactly.
stressed about that person.
I don't need
it.
I don't
and
need
worried
it.
making your health.
And if he's going to be fucking around, let him go do that to somebody else, not to me.
Again, as women, we're telling you all this. Don't think we're like crazy MFs or something, because
Oh, no,
we're
we are.
actually communicating to you. So don't tell us, well, we're all three of us are communicating to you that we're clingy or we're needy. We are actually telling you and communicating to you guys.
Unless you're like a day trader and you're busy trading all day, I don't want to hear that you're so fucking busy and you can't like have my text message like popping up and it's stressing you out.
Hey, if I'm in a meeting,
If you're in a meeting that like
I'm
unless
with a
you,
client, nope.
exactly like unless you're really that busy and like you're
But you
A
have that
high-
conversation
high
with
paid
you-
whore, like
Oh
I
my
really
gosh.
I don't want to hear an excuse. Like it's okay to like, honey, I'm busy. I'll talk to you in like an hour. I'll see you at
Yeah.
happy hour. I'll see you at dinner. I'll see you in the bubble bath, whatever it is. I'll see you later. I'll talk to
Gonna
you in like an
rendezvous
hour.
in the bubble bath, baby.
The bath will be drawn for you at your perfect
I want a
temperature.
bath bomb. I want
Yeah.
a cherry bath bomb ready.
Me and Pete have never taken a bath together.
How? Oh my goodness.
Never taken a bath.
Actually, no, we did it on my birthday this past year.
Good.
For the first time. But it's
Did you use
because
Mr. Bubbles?
I think we used some soap. It was at the hotel.
They
But
made their own bubbles.
Ooh.
but I always like the water really hot. That's why. We rarely ever take
That's
this.
like I don't know what's with you guys, man. I've got
If
burned.
He's like,
in
it's like
more fucking
burn my skin
showers.
off.
I love it.
I have it all the way
The
on
hotter
hot.
the
The
better.
hottest
It's like,
it can
what is
go.
wrong
And then I'm
with
still trying
you?
to turn the knob to see if
It
it can
doesn't
go
go
anymore. Yeah. Like trying to break it. Like,
Yeah, taking showers with your girl can really suck.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best. Don't complain.
I'm always
Get
on
all
the
my
hunt for
skin
a.
scalded.
I'm always on the hunt for a bathtub because I used to have one in my house, but then my parents decided to make it like a spa shower. I'm like, bro. Now I'm like, every time I go on a trip, I'm like, I hope there's a bathtub in the hotel.
our bathtub
use.
is like huge. It's like can fit two people like side by side. I mean, not
Mhm.
not
Yeah.
like me and Pete because he's
He's huge.
but
Tall.
You don't take up much room, so.
yeah, I don't take up much room, but he does. So, but it's like me and you
Little
could
garden
sit
gnome.
side by
I know.
side in his bathtub. It's huge.